It will be life-changing for Finn. Finn, I have not been able to give him access to the high-frequency sounds for probably close to a year now. I've watched him progress in his hearing loss as it became more severe as time has gone on.
That child communicates with his entire spirit, and I'm so excited for him to get to hear. He wants so badly to communicate. He communicates with his eyes, and he communicates with his body, and he communicates with his smile, and now he's going to get to communicate with his voice.
We were in the hospital, there were still some situations we were like, oh man, did he respond to that sound? Wait, like they just hear the can open. But then, when we got home, I felt like there's times the dog would be barking and he wouldn't stir, so we were like, okay.
Wake up during nap time, he vacuumed.
We could be vacuuming right beside him and he wouldn't really hear it for us.
Right now, he tries to imitate sounds, and he tries to imitate pitch contour, and he does the very best that he can, but he still isn't always understood. And that can be frustrating for a child.
A lot of times, we can kind of tell what he was at least trying to say to us, but we want him to be able to communicate that to anybody that's around town.
A hearing aid is like essentially your own personal karaoke machine. It's a microphone and a speaker, and it pops right in your ear. A cochlear implant is different. It's an electrical stimulation. So essentially, the internal device stimulates the cochlear nerve electrically. The external device, it collects acoustic sound, and then it translates it into an electrical sound, and then uses a shortwave radio to go across the skin into the internal device, and then it stimulates specific frequencies so that the person hears speech at those specific frequencies.
Candidacy criteria has dramatically changed over the course of the last 5 years. From a patient who's born with hearing loss, we carefully monitor their hearing status throughout their entire life.
Do they get enough access to sound that will allow them to develop enough language for communication and eventually for academic success?
Everyone's reaction is completely different and unique. So you have some patients that are just shocked and just sit there and stare. You have some that cry. You have some that are scared. Any reaction is a good reaction, okay? So the goal for the day is only to be able to provide sound. The sound will not make any sense. It can sound like clicks or beeps. Some patients will say it sounds robotic. But over time, the brain learns to use those signals to turn it into speech.
Ready?
Okay, you guys ready?
Yeah.
Wait. 3, 2, 1.
Hey, Finn. Hi.
Uh-oh.
Finn. Hi. Hi, Finn.
Hi, Ben. Yeah.
Cochlear implants will be life-changing for Finn. His parents are motivated. They are going to work with him at home.
Having access to cochlear implants at 9 months of age changes the trajectory of these children's lives. The Montgomery Speech, Language, and Hearing Clinic is a community clinic in which we serve all people of all ages. from birth to infinity, enhancing lives through communication and hearing.
We're able to provide back to the community a service. We're able to provide a service with hearing, with speech, with communication overall. No matter what a person's path is, we're there to support them in their decision and give them the tools they need to be successful.
Healthy hearing in South Carolina is a passion of ours because we know that access to care is not always an easy thing. The more access we can provide, we feel like it's the more life we can provide for these people, the more connection we can provide to communities.
Having the people that have that knowledge and who can help us has made such a difference in Ben's life and Fiona's life and just our lives in general. So
Our lives in general.
thank you.